So when navigating an environment, I'm paying attention. I don't have headphones in. I'm not drifting into my thoughts so much. I'm paying attention as best as I can to what's going on around me. Because our dogs are constantly tapped in to the environment. And so I'm paying attention to things that could be problematic for us. With this guy, that could be a dog or a person. And it's my job to lead us through this and to control the territory. So say I see some dog and they're barking and lunging and all that, or they're starting to move towards us. I could pick up the pace. I could even start to move away, see if I can't get away from this situation. Maybe I have to confront it. Maybe it's a situation that's completely social and fine, and we mingle. But then I'm making sure that that mingling doesn't escalate to something else. And it can. I hear a lot of times my clients they're not paying attention, and they're also not understanding what their role is, their job. They're looking at things through a pet lens. They're thinking, well, I just want him to be well behaved and I don't want him to be aggressive. But why is he being aggressive? Another dog is and person's up there walking the way that we are, but he's not getting too involved in the smell of them. He's just cruising with me. Fantastic. Another reason it's good to have your dog following behind you is because when we're in a town like this and we go around a corner, we might not know what's around that other corner or around that corner. And so there could be another dog right there. And it's my job to protect. So we have this dog running up and two dogs. So watch, I'll pick up the pace. They're being the territorial thing. So then I can then slow back down. We're not trying to take over their territory. We're just passing through And so we keep moving. Now, like I was saying earlier, we might have to be more aggressive in certain situations. When Thea and I were walking with a couple of our dogs the other day, we had this exact situation where a person was out landscaping with her two dogs. Her two dogs see us and immediately take off after us. There was no getting away, so I moved forward towards them, and I had a stick, and I said, hey, and I smacked it on the ground towards them, like, hey, you want to mess with me? I don't think you do. And they stopped dead in their tracks and ran back to the owner. And so we protect our dogs and that person's dogs. But if they were to continue moving forward, I'm going to escalate in that. And I've seen many people with dogs that their dog was just fine out and about and walking and going by dogs, and then their dog gets attacked, and then their dog starts being aggressive when it sees other dogs. And that's because it's like, I'm gonna get them before they get me. And so we have to be a protector. And some people do that by just trying to never go in an area that has other dogs, which is a strategy. But I find that it's often not realistic because, well, you could go out in the woods or to some area, and other people are going to those areas thinking just like you. Get out there to avoid other dogs and people. So I think that we just need to understand how things are and then navigate accordingly. And we need to have multiple ways that we can approach a situation. All right, we'll be back. Dog's lunging at the window. I was actually just going to turn this on and say we're going to cross the road. That's the first time I've ever experienced those dogs. But up here, I've experienced a dog that has chased my truck multiple times, and so I cross the road, give myself some space around this property. One, I'll be able to then see it coming and be able to deal with that situation better. But I also am giving that space, and sometimes it's enough space that the dog doesn't care. But when you're walking to a new territory, and remember, it's multiple territories that we're really walking through, you can be surprised. And so I navigate this and then I learn. How to navigate it. And so up here, there's another situation. I was actually talking about it earlier. So I'm going to give space to this place as well. It's a nicer day, and there's a chance that, yeah, the front door's open, so there's a chance that these dogs are going to be out. Not seeing them yet. I feel like I heard one woof a bit, but we're just continuing to move. So I don't want him giving me flat tires and all that stuff. So if he starts to do that, crowding me like that, I'm gonna let him know. Alright, so a couple other dogs. There's cars coming. He just loaded them up. And they'd be behind the fence. Hi, how are you? Good. Barking at us. I'm gonna cross. More space on the other side. All right.